Hi everyone, back with more Star Rail. Gonna try and continue on with the Crown of the Mundane and Divine mission today. Actually, not try, I am going to do it because I've done all my dailies and everything else. Also, surprisingly, Genshin gave me another one of the Garcia's pay on easy peasy thing, so 2 down to the go, I guess. Is Asa not here? I'll go let her know. Welcome, friend. What an honor to see you here. Looks like my importance in this chat is now downgraded by 1. This chat feels like deja vu. But I have the feeling I've seen this chat before, for real. Okay, let's get back to the topic. How do we deal with this situation? Accountability. Accountability must be held. What accountability? So you still don't know? Eh?
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Nani the fuck? Herta's missing? The hell? Just look at this, they are walking all over us, positively assaulting Madame Herta at this rate. Yeah, right, and the management of the space station is so real, so crappy. The Legion incident aside, how could they allow Madame Herta to be attacked on our own turf? Just what is going on? I really hate these imbecilic pests sit in high places and do nothing. But when all is said and done, after the Legion crisis, the space station has done a good job on revitalizing and rebuilding. Got a point. Those are 2 different kettles of fish, besides they were never that competent to begin with. Aren't you jumping ahead? Isn't the main focus Herta's safety? Let's not poke our nose into other people's businesses. Isn't that Asta's job? Our job is to sit here and judge the quality of your work. As for how to get things done, that's for them to worry about. You should have some bizarre reasoning, but you're spitting facts here. You're absolutely right, bro. Rich _ know it, you spoke my mind. Comrades, what is our goal? To rid ourselves of all imbecilic pests. Good, you passed. Lol. Herta was attacked? Anyway, let's go to her office and see what's going on. Ooh, she's missing. Huh?
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we crossed paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
There was no surveillance?
No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it?
Might he take off his
Madame
mask now?
Yoli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
I don't even remember. Probably running errands for Herta?
Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Simulated universe. Some system hours ago.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
Nani?
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
And
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that? I think Herta mentioned Asta. That's right. I think I visited Asta.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
oh, random people.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good.
The conversation seems
Here's the account
disconnected.
you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
These two aren't making any sense.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
It feels like I'm hearing two separate halves of two different conversations.
This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Man, so much censorship.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Okay, well, they're over there. Let me see if there's anyone else I can listen or talk to. Okay, I'm trapped in this room.
It's been so long and there's still no response.
There's something fishy going on. How come they haven't recovered anything? I don't believe it. They're hiding something.
Those managers are useless.
Okay, this one feels a bit more coherent.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
All right. Just cut the pleasantries and tell me how it's going.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
I have faith in your abilities. So, how about my offer? Why not come with me after this is done?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can?
Sure thing. Anyway, keep your eyes peeled. I'll be bringing you something big soon.
It's happening again. The words in my memory are all jumbled up.
Is it? Okay, I thought this one sounded coherent. Someone should probably teleport me back to Herta's office then.
I can't recall the other person, but one of them was Hinkle. I remember her.
I guess I do need to find Hinkle first.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me.
Ask for clues about the lost curio.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx?
Jinx?
Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
A wubbaboo? That doesn't sound right.
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
So not only do I have to find a curio, I have to find a person.
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. It was at...
Want to spar?
Interesting. Explore your memories and obtain crucial clues in the form of cognition chasms through conducting key conversations with characters. Collect enough cognition chasms to exculpate yourself. What the hell does exculpate mean? In memory sorting, the fragmented information you recall as you explore your memories will be properly recorded and updated, which can help you reconstruct the entire timeline.
Well, I might be the Department of People or... Never.
Okay, fine. So now I go to the other bubble.
Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
Explore the related memory Arlen's investigation.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
What are you people up to?
We're walking the dog.
Yeah, right.
We're having a walk.
Can you get your story straight first?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Is there something you need?
I'm looking for Adler.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
The scene of what? Is he in danger?
No danger. Of course he's not in danger. Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time?
Is there a problem?
Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help.
Oh,
Careful.
hello.
The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
100% break. Time for a fun. Brother, dream us out. This is double speed. Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Visit little Adler. Oh, he's in trouble. No, I wanted to activate Bilo's healing.
As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go.
Time for a fun. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. double speed. Time for a fun. Who's next?
Peppy, are you okay?
Are you really the one who knows the most about curios?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About
Just as I thought, I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Using Cognitive Chasm might help you restore hazy memories. Sure. Oh, I don't have enough.
So, which curio do you want to know about?
The one that has no body but is alive.
That's all you got? Too abstract.
That's all Herta said.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
She said it might be a whoopaboo.
Huh, she's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I also heard something like that also exists in the
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from whom?
Due to the presence of certain hazy memories, some contents will appear as blanks in compositions as you explore your memories. Using Cognitive Chasm has a chance of restoring relevant hazy
Let's
memories.
go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Oh, right. Asta mentioned another name.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh. She's not.
Huh?
Alright, don't have enough. Fine, I'll go back.
My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the other person Asta mentioned.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind.
Oh, okay, so I can use one of three.
How's it going? Did you find the information you're after?
I haven't made any progress yet.
I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding.
I heard you're in a bit of trouble.
Just business as usual. Nothing to worry about. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again.
Researcher's disappearance?
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished. People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances.
You need my help?
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Hertha with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
I mean, there's only a few persons here.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich?
Okay, I'm just gonna skip through this.
Oh, small scale.
Here too, did my memory piece together? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say, no need to be modest, though I confess I did.
Sure.
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Sorry if I can interrupt.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cianjo Alliance has life forms like that. Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cianjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. Now I should be able to tie everything together.
Okay.
I say.
Oh, okay, I should not have done this.
See that I'm not.
Again.
Alright.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
I figured you'd come to me. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
So I have all three now.
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About the researcher's disappearance?
Well, how did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearance occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
A fourth one?
I'm sorry.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology?
Huh?
Alright, fine.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I also heard something like that also exists in the Xianzhou Alliance.
Ah, that's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the truth.
Oh, Heliobi.
Let me remember my initial conversation with Herta, just in case.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't expect Heliobi to be here though.
I need to go over it from the start, starting with the conversation I had with Herta.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an... Send me a signal when you see traces.
I think she mentioned if only there were some...
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
Energy life form?
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Alright, so I've gotten all the memory stuff.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, The last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Asta?
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
God, what? How the...
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Don't interrupt other people. Did no one teach you manners?
I completely forgot how to do this.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretend. Based on your story, and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough pretend, and the assignment...
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it in passing. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down?
Lol.
And the assignment in Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
Sure. But you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes, to get more information about the curio. I didn't get a direct answer, but Asta recommended I seek out a researcher who could help.
Then you said you asked Asta, however. She decided to hold her tongue until now?
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking her, Lady Asta. Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive. However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Oh, is Asta possessed by a Heliobi?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position. Some things shouldn't be said in the open.
What could be more important than Herta's safety?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become involved in this. I should consider him one of us. It's okay. You can tell him.
So what's the story?
Conjecture.
Then you, however, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for Adler.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened—
Well, did he enlighten you?
Oops, sorry, clicked too early.
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yeah, clearly though.
No connection?
Clearly though.
Sorry, hang on.
It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No connection? I disagree. There should be evidence linking them together. If I review a certain record—
Clearly though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
I guess this one?
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that, but then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
She's here, she's here, she's here. Who? The big shot? Hmm? Oh my god. Just looking at my phone in front of everyone.
This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
That was scary.
This is
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood. I've heard that name somewhere.
Yeah, with the
On
Stellaron Hunters.
Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of
Yeah, that was in the
inciting
trailer.
a rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Get Arlen's assistance. Sure, let me talk to you guys first.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Okay. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. I don't think the stuff will be available yet. Exclusion zone though. Alright.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Wait, what? Okay, new book.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Wow, rude much. It's been a while. Oh, so not a group chat. As usual, one pick of Himiko for one piece of gossip. Quid pro quo. Can I put it on my tab? Only for you, 20% interest for every 5 trades you give me one more pick. So very like you. Now that's settled, go ahead and tell me what you need. Forward missing researcher list. Can we find a connection between these people? Oh, how interesting. This appearance has been a hot topic and news is tightly controlled. Even I don't have a complete list. You're upset at management too? Why would I? I'm just a small fry. I'll take any chance to slack off whenever I can. Those who love gossiping about the higher ups just don't have enough things to do in their lives. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations and then get disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing good will come out of hanging with them. You sure are enlightened. You seem to be pretty enlightened. You flatter me, but I still remember what you owe me. Don't worry, I'll get in touch if I have any news.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too.
What happened?
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
Hung. Ooh, interesting. I need your help. What is it? About Duke Inferno. You know the Duke Inferno Ifrit? From the Annihilation Gang? It's best not to get involved with him. The space station is in trouble. The space station's met with some trouble and has something to do with him. Arlan will fill you in on the details. I want to know more about him. Understood. Wait for my contact. You should be careful yourself. If the situation changes, notify us as soon as possible. Wow. Well, with that, I'm gonna end my stream for today. I didn't expect to start streaming so late, but I just wanted to continue on with this. So, before I leave, let's try pulling for Ranmei again. Come on, come on. No, it's not hollow. Ooh, 2 4-star. I got Jay. Yay. Watch the... Damn. Alright, so now my goal is to just stream Star Rail as much as possible, I guess. Okay, where is it? Over there. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully I will do more Star Rail tomorrow if I don't get any Genshin RNG. See y'all next time. Bye.